Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back. I hope you are having a fantastic day. I have more holiday candle reviews to share with you guys. I realized that Christmas is actually coming up this weekend, which still blowing my mind. I am not ready. I think this is the first year in a long time that I don't feel ready for Christmas at all. I don't know what it is, but things just came at me like super fast this year. I think this was the fastest year of my life. Please raise your hand if you are also in camp. Where did this year go? Anyway, I have several more holiday candles that I still need to get to, and despite Christmas being this weekend, I'm still gonna go ahead and continue to burn my holiday candles and finish up the reviews that I intended to get out a little bit earlier. Because obviously after Christmas, we usually have some pretty substantial sales, clearance sales, if you will. And I know there are a lot of you who like to stock up for the following year when you can get a really great deal on clearance items in towards the end of the current season. So, if you are in that camp, hopefully these reviews help you in terms of figuring out what to pick up to save for next year. But also a lot of you are not super seasonal burners like I am, so you may still be burning these candles well into January, February, and maybe even beyond. So we have two more Kringle candle reviews today specifically. The first one is Snowbird, and then I think it's called Winter Wonder. That one will be a little bit later. So I will say a lot of the holiday scents are currently on sale already. It looks like the 2-wick soy, which is what I have here in the large jar, is currently going for $20.65. The 3-wick soy candle, which is now exclusively the soy formula, are going for $19.13. And if you are looking for a medium jar, then those are going for $17.85. The melts are not on sale, and neither are the daylights. Now, I don't know if you can include the additional ambassador code. I will leave mine down below if you're interested in trying it. If it works, it'll save you an additional 15% off your order. So feel free to partake if you are shopping. If not, no pressure. All right, you guys, so Snowbird. Snowbird was actually one of the fragrances when I first got it. I didn't really care for it a whole lot. I didn't think it was bad. It just wasn't something that I felt like I enjoyed on cold sniff, like right off the bat. But once I lit this, and once I actually paired it with the review that you're gonna see in a little while of Winter Wonder, this has really been growing on me. I actually quite like this scent now. I don't think it's one that I would hoard, but I do think that it is really, really lovely and interesting. And I also really like the label on this one. So I'm kind of a hummingbird fanatic. I have like 5 hummingbird feeders in my backyard, and I am super excited when they start coming around in the spring. So I absolutely love the label on this one. I just thought it was so cute, the little hummingbird in a Santa hat. All right, so the description of Snowbird reads, some snowbirds fly south, others relish the brisk, crisp snowfall. Winter visitor or not, zesty orange, mint, balsam, and cedar will complement your lifestyle. Okay, so immediately the mint made me kind of nervous, but it was okay because it's not crazy prominent. I do still smell the mint, but it's not insanely prominent. So if you avoid mint like the plague, like I do, I can tell you that you might actually like this one. So your top notes here are orange zest, snowfall, and balsam. Your mid notes are peppermint, cassis, and iced cranberry. And the base is golden amber, cedar, and juniper berries. So the notes that really sort of hit my nose first are definitely the snowfall. Not the snowfall, but the balsam the peppermint or mint, the iced cranberry, the cedar, and the juniper berries. Like, those are the notes that really come forward to me when this candle is lit. Now, when this candle is lit, it smells so much warmer and cozier to me when it's burning than on cold sniff. On cold sniff, I didn't think it smelled very inviting or cozy, or even like, it just didn't strike me as a holiday scent. I really prefer fragrances during the holidays that are very warm, very rich. Definitely I tend to gravitate more towards the gourmands, but you know, I just expect things to smell very warm and cozy. And on cold sniff, this just didn't. But once it's lit, it really does kind of transform. And this is the thing that I keep having to remember, especially it seems like with a lot of Kringle scents, is that I need to actually give them a chance to like burn versus forming an opinion right off the bat about the fragrance. Because this was almost one of those scents where I was like, I feel like this would be a good gift candle, you know, like it's got a cute label and it would be a very nice hostess gift. Like if we're going to a holiday party at a friend's house, I almost just set this to the side and was like, yeah, I'm gonna pass this along. You know, I'm sure someone will love this, and it's obviously got a super cute label, so fun little hostess thing. But I'm really glad I kept it because it really does smell different when you light it. I will say the notes that I don't really pick up in here are, oddly enough, the orange zest, which typically I'm pretty keen on smelling. Snowfall, I'm not even really sure what the snowfall would smell like, other than I'm guessing maybe it's supposed to evoke like that kind of cool holiday air type note. Which to me, I think the coolness in this fragrance definitely comes from the mint. So it kind of smells like a mix between like a mint, like a spearmint type of fragrance, and a peppermint. Like, I don't think it's just peppermint and I don't think it's spearmint. It's almost like it's a spearmint peppermint combination. I don't smell a lot of that in here. I really wish I smelled more of the cassis because I actually quite like that as a fragrance note in home fragrance. But yeah, it smells, I don't think I've ever smelled anything quite like it. It's very interesting, sort of complex, and I'm fascinated by how differently it smells to me when it's burning versus cold sniff. So this is one where I would say if you don't typically gravitate towards a lot of these particular fragrance notes, I think this is one that is still very much worth trying, but you might want to go ahead and get it in the daylight, and specifically the daylight so that you can actually burn it and be able to smell it. Now, a daylight is only going to give you like a very small version of what you get with obviously the 2-wick or the 3-wick format, but at least gives you a sense of, do I like this fragrance? Like, am I going to enjoy it? But it's just so interesting to experience fragrances that transform so much from cold sniff to actual burning. And this one, I think, is one that I'm really glad that I tried. I'm glad I just didn't automatically give it away. It's actually been quite enjoyable to me. And I love burning it alongside the Winter Wonder candle, the one that you're gonna see next. I feel like these two particular fragrances complement each other beautifully. And if you have a chance to burn both at the same time, I would highly recommend it. It just is such a unique, fun, different take on a Christmas fragrance, at least different for me from what I, you know, tend to typically go for. I'm really glad I tried this, and it's been quite a surprise for me. Now, in terms of strength and throw, this is right on par with the typical performance of the 2-wick soy formula from Kringle. So the strength of this is about roughly a 6, and the throw is between like a 5 and a 6. If you are looking for a more significant strength and throw, I'm gonna refer you to the 3-wick soy. You have more surface area, you have an additional wick, and it does improve the strength and the throw. Now, I haven't tried the 3-wick in this particular fragrance, but I have tried the 3-wick in some of the other fragrances, and it's a big difference between the 2 wicks and the 3 wicks in terms of strength and throw. Now, I still think there is a place for the 3 wicks. A place for the 2 wicks, especially even still in my collection, because I just think they look so elegant and pretty. The 3 wicks come in the same type of jar that you get like your Bath and Body Works candle. So this here is a Bath and Body Works candle, but they're this exact same size, exact same format. So yeah, just you're gonna get more in terms of strength and throw from the 3-wick, but I love the way that the 2 wicks look. These particular tumblers have this really nice little lip at the bottom. The glass is very substantial, and I love the labels on these. I think that Kringle definitely has a knack for picking some pretty awesome labels. But in terms of like performance, otherwise, in terms of quality of burn, normally you guys know that I try to get to at least the halfway point before I do a review, but because we're so late into the season, and because I typically only have great experiences with the soy formula, I'm reviewing these after only a few burns. I don't anticipate any issues with this candle when I get past the halfway point, you guys. These burn flawlessly the entire way down. There have only been like 1 or 2 candles where I've experienced just a little bit of discoloration in the wax, but the vast majority burn incredibly clean, and there's never any residue really left on the side of the jar. The wax never changes colors really, and they just are very, very consistent. So, but yeah, I've really enjoyed this one. Like I said, I'm glad I didn't pass it along, and I'm gonna continue to burn it and enjoy it. This is one that I think would also be sort of a great transitional scent after the holidays. You know, it still has that balsam in there, so you still have some of like, I guess, the memories of your Christmas tree. But I also think that with the addition of the peppermint in here, the juniper, the that iced cranberry, I think that it also lends itself to kind of going beyond the holidays as well. Yeah, I think it's one worth trying. At least popping either the wax melts or the daylight in your cart if you're placing an order anyway. I would definitely recommend that. And then also the next one that I'm going to review, because I think those two together are such a lovely pairing. So anyway, those are my thoughts on Snowbird. Please subscribe if you're new, and give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.